Can you have someone voice over parts to make it easier? No. I don't think, like, most of the stuff that's not voiced, from what I understand, is just like flavor text and stuff. So I don't think we need to have that voiced. Oh yeah, no, Zaven, you're absolutely right. We also owe an evil playthrough of Pathfinder and a full playthrough of Planescape Torment. But we don't have to do evil Pathfinder. I'm waiting for next year for sure, so we don't have to do that. And Planescape Torment will maybe we'll wait and do that around the time of Baldur's Gate. That could fit in there potentially. We'll see. Also, yeah, there was a long time ago Elena Plays Fallout goal. That was like years and years and years ago. Elena Plays Fallout 4, I think. I'll have to do that at some point too. But again, those don't like have to be done before I do my next one. I'm okay with that. We can keep working before we do that. Let's see. We got more. I think we're pretty much done here. I want to go get some wooden stuff. Phrasing. So let's go ahead and get out of here. It's late. Get up here. Wait, is my thing on? No, okay. Yeah, Lena Fallout was like pre-Rowan. That's right, yeah. Are we moving? Slowly. Okay. Will Lena play the game before you decide on another child? Brother, you must have not gotten the memo. There will be no more kids. we are donezo, my friendo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. And I need a rear view mirror. That'd be perfect. Mm-hmm. Jake says charity goal? For what, bud? All right, we are good there. Perfect. For another kid charity goal? No, I'm not getting surgery for a charity goal. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I love you guys. You guys are good people, but we're gonna have to draw a line somewhere. And I think that's a good place to draw it. Okay. I have sushi over here, right? Yeah. Oh, that's right. We got titanium tools now. Yeah, we need to get a lot more titanium. How are we doing on trash stuff? Oh, here we go. Okay, that's good. We already got 5 there. We're running out of these, though. We're going to need to buy some of the bait, top tier bait, and give that a try. How much wood do we have right now? Not too much. Is that a road sign machete? It is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's go get some banana stuff going. There's always money in the banana trees. Mm-hmm. Well, also we got to get the big plot. Thanks, Curdy. You keep saying you have a raft to work on. I'm pretty sure the monstrosity you currently have can no longer be considered a raft. Not wrong. Not wrong. I wonder if titanium weapons... Do titanium weapons just last longer, or do they actually, like, cut and stuff faster? Can you have multiple rafts? Unfortunately, you can't. No. Oh, wait. Did I not? Oh, yeah, there we go. Thank you. Gotta fix the title. There we go. Cool. Be good. Hey, Just Preston. Do the seagulls not mess with the trees? No. Seagulls only go after medium and small crops. Does the size of your raft mean you need more engines? Yes. I think you need one engine for every 100 base tiles. Yep. I missed the end of the last raft stream. Was that the end of the story? Yes. The raft story is complete. We have done all of the raft story. Mm-hmm. Was it raining? Oh, hell yeah. Perfect. It took us a while, too. I'm not sure. Thank you, Nuri. I'm not sure exactly how long it was, but it took us a while to do all of the main story. This game is super worth the value, man. Super worth the value. We get a big old backpack now, too. God, I need something that we can make bananas with, dude. There's so many bananas. Apples and bananas. DAI on the back burner for now? Oh, DAI was never going to happen right now. It is going to happen, but I just don't know when yet. Yes, I'm definitely playing DAI. On the docket right now, we've got, we're going to finish up this raft build. We're probably going to be doing like Fall Guys in the evening. We did community games in Fall Guys last night. It was actually a blast. So we're probably going to do Fall Guys for a couple nights. Maybe do some Shiv 2 for a couple nights. And, Outriders starts on Tuesday. So we're going to be doing Outriders on Tuesday. And then, probably the Cuphead DLC at some point too. I the Somnium Files 2 will probably pick up this week as well. The Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. So yeah, I do want to start DAI, but it'll probably be like the next morning stream game. And we're going to save Dragon Age Origins Awakening and Dragon Age 2 probably for getting, as we get closer to Dreadwolf, I'm thinking. Music is so good. Ooh. Are you going to play Monster Hunter Rise? No. No plans for that right now. I am sorry, Monster Hunter fans, but just, yeah, not really feeling Rise right now. You have a date for Dragon's Dogma? No, I do not. I just went over the games I was playing. Like 2 seconds ago. Let's see. Not feeling the game. I never really tried. Hey, Ragnaros. I mean, I think we can both kind of... If you've played Monster Hunter, you kind of know what you're getting into with Monster Hunter Rise. I don't think that's exactly an out-of-line thing to say. Remember, I have, like, tons and tons. I played Monster Hunter Worlds, like, twice all the way through. I know Rise adds some cool movement mechanics and a lot of new things, but I have a good idea what we're getting into with that. Yeah. I'm just not really feeling that right now. Okay. Is there another one? I've been playing Outriders a bunch now. The endgame is so good. Such a shame it wasn't this way on release, as it would have done much better. Yeah? Yeah, you know, maybe we'll do Outriders tomorrow morning as like a big refresh stream and make sure we're ready for the expansion and all that kind of stuff. I guess it depends on how far we make it in Raft today. I probably want to do at least one more full Raft stream. Especially since it's only like half a stream today. Hey, Tight Node. Any chance of playing the Shadowrun trilogy? One day. Yep. Yep, drop frames this afternoon. Nope, don't do that. Pop those in there for now. Let's put this in there down too. You gonna try out Voidtrain? Oh, I loved Voidtrain. I did a full playthrough of Voidtrain when it came out. Had a great time with it. Thought it was great. And I am definitely gonna return to Voidtrain on 1.0. For sure. Yeah, Voidtrain is awesome. I really like that game. It's gotten a lot of updates since we played it last, too. Hey, Blindfire. Loving the Raft. Thanks for the adventure. Hey, thank you, buddy. Glad you enjoy it. Do I have a pirate flag? I don't. Yeah. King Goblin, thanks for the birthday wishes, buddy. And my birthday was yesterday. It was a very, very meaningful, very cool experience. I really appreciate everyone who was so supportive and everything. That is not how it's been most of my life, so it's definitely noted and appreciated. Suzu, yeah, that is true. Suzu brought up the point that I did play the Monster Hunter Rise demo. So I definitely got to play with some of the new mechanics and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that, you know, obviously the full game is very different than the demo, but yeah, I mean, I did play a little bit of Monster Hunter Rise. A little being the keyword. I played it for a couple hours. Did I get bored of Lost Ark? I didn't really get bored of Lost Ark. When I started Lost Ark, I was under the impression that the end game, like, there was this big discussion going on at the time about the end game of Lost Ark, and there were some people who were very adamant that the game was pay to progress and not very pay to win, and there were others who were kind of, you know, pretty dead set on it being pay to win. So when I entered and did Lost Ark, and I played it for a while, I enjoyed the level up process. I liked my class. I even liked the PvP. But when I got to the end game, when I got to the end game and I realized the entire end game is that honing system, like, it made me, not only did it really turn me off to the game as a whole, but at that point I had to start really, like, that was one of the first times I really had to sit back and start realizing that I kind of needed to adjust my personal definition of what pay to win is. Like, it, you know, for so long I've been talking about how pay to progress is not pay to win in games like Warframe and stuff like that. And I feel that in some ways that it's done, it doesn't really feel pay to win at all. But you get to the end of Lost Ark and you look at those chances and things like that, and it gets to a point where it's just like you see the free-to-play players struggling for months on things that the pay-to-players are blitzing through in like a single stream, and it's just like that line that was already a little bit blurry starts getting blurrier and blurrier and blurrier. So it's definitely added a lot, I feel, to my personal kind of internal conversation about what is pay to win, what does that term mean, what does it represent. And frankly, it got to the point with me where I wasn't really, I stopped feeling Lost Ark. Like it was too much. The end game of Lost Ark feels like a gambling mini game. It doesn't feel like an end game to an MMO at all. It feels like a gambling mini game, and the MMO is there so you can play the gambling mini game. And it's just like that's when your entire end game rotates around that kind of mechanic. Like that is the end game. That is the end game, is to do that one mechanic to progress. That's where I was kind of like, you know what, I'm not for me. Yeah, I don't foresee myself doing sponsor streams for it again in the future. I don't think. Like they'd have to add some real carrot, some kind of carrot on the stick for the end game that's not just that, for me to actually go back and want to take another look at that game, which is kind of unfortunate because there's like the gameplay is not terrible. Like I liked the gameplay of Lost Ark. I enjoyed my class. There's a class coming out called Scouter that I wanted to look at, but it kind of kills me when in the back of my head I know that like the entire purpose of the end of the game is to just do that mechanic. That one gambling mechanic is how you progress, and everything you do revolves around that one mechanic. It just kind of takes the wind out of my sails a little bit. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm sitting with Lost Ark, unfortunately. I may go back just to play it, but like I don't like the end game. I don't like the end game. That's not what I want to do with my time. I don't want to just farm for hours and hours and hours and hours to have low chances at the combine working. So, yeah. Did I try New World? No, I skipped New World. I tried the alpha and the beta, and it wasn't really for me. So I didn't really play it. Yeah. It's kind of weird though. Like I don't know. I had a conversation with a Lost Ark player about this, and it's one of those things where it's not really black and white. It's a conversation, because the point that they were completely subscribed to, the point that they kept bringing up is, you say you don't like end games that are chances, but at the same time, you're the guy that sat around camping mobs for low drop rates in EverQuest 1 and loved every second of it for years of your life. And it's like, yes. And it's like, you're also the same guy who would kill raid bosses, and those raid bosses would have an incredibly low percentage chance of dropping the items you want, right? And I said, yes. And they were like, so how can you say that the endgame of Lost Ark isn't something that appeals to you? And I looked at him and said, well, that's because I can't buff up my mobs and my raid mobs by giving them money, so I have a higher percent chance to get that drop. And I feel that when that aspect comes into it, is like, that's the part I don't like. If it was the kind of thing where every single person doing the honing was on the exact same level, no matter what they put into it, I honestly would probably feel a little bit different about it. But the fact that you know, that the game lets me pump money into it to bypass that mechanic means that there's that element of when you see another player and they have awesome gear on and you go, that person worked his ass off for that. That's impressive. You can't do that in an MMO like Lost Ark. You can't look at a player and be like, man, that guy is something to be impressed about. Like, that's impressive. You can't say that because they might have just pumped their character full of money. So it's like, it kind of loses that, you know, this is a world of heroes kind of feel, which I know sounds kind of corny and dumb, but frankly, like that's something I loved about old MMOs. I loved that about old school MMOs. I loved being able to like look at a character and be like, dude, that guy's geared to hell. That dude worked his ass off for that. He's defeated these major bosses because I know those drop off that. Like, that stuff's awesome. But I don't know, man. It's just weird how gray the whole thing has gotten. Nothing's simple anymore. Back in my day. No, we're not doing that. But yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Oh, my fault. I am very... Oh, we were going to do a bunch of building. Let's do a bunch of building first, and then we'll go in. I got to get the fishing bait, too, so we got to bring our stuff with us. But yeah, anyway, that was a long-winded tangent on what you were actually asking me for. I apologize about that. But the short, like, going down to the base of it, the base of what I was talking about there, Lost Ark kind of lost me. Is what happened. I just kind of got a bit. I realized when a lot of people noticed that I kind of stopped doing the main game and just started focusing on PvP. And that was the time when I was just kind of like, you know what? I think I'm probably just gonna, I think that was about it for me. That was about it for me. And the PvP was fun. I liked the PvP. It was a good time. Yeah, PvP was good. Still like the PvP. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is perfect music to be having this conversation. How much wood do we have left? We got a lot left. Good. Can I put it up here? I don't know how we're gonna do this. Jesus. Not like that. Okay. Okay. I need nails. Okay. We can do the other side. Making an engine room? I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, but somebody earlier said you did like the gameplay, though. Yes, I did like the gameplay. The gameplay was fine. I had a good time playing what I did. Gameplay was fine. I had no issues with the gameplay. I actually had a good time with the gameplay. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the reasons when people say I just play Lost Ark for the gameplay, I'm kind of like, if you like it enough, I get it. It's fun. It wasn't quite enough for me. I play MMOs more than just for the gameplay. I play MMOs for a variety of reasons. And one of them is what the end game is and how long I can kind of live in that world. A lot of times for me, the gameplay of MMOs is not what draws me to the MMO. In some cases, like, at all. There's some MMO gameplay that I just find kind of like boring. But there's really cool long-term goals that I want to do. So, you know, I can kind of deal with it, with lack of a better word. But yeah, Lost Ark was a situation where the gameplay was good. It was fun. It's fine. Wasn't quite enough to carry it for me. And then the end game was just not something I was interested in at all. With those things combined, it was just, it's not quite there. Just didn't quite add up for me. What's the next dream MMO I'm looking forward to? The next big MMO that I'm hopeful for still is Pantheon. And funny enough, it's for a lot of the reasons that I was just talking about. It doesn't have any pay-to-win mechanics. You've got stuff all over the world you can go around and get. It's being designed by people who, you know, whose favorite games are like EverQuest and stuff like that. Is it going to work? I hope so. Is it going to be here soon? Probably not. Is it going to be very successful? I have no idea. Probably not, unfortunately. But I hope that it'll make enough money to keep the servers on and stuff. But the thing is like the type of MMOs I really enjoy aren't really around anymore. So, Dino Forever says, you're the only person I ever hear talk about Pantheon. I'm not surprised, man. Like the game, the team that took on Pantheon the thing they wanted to do was so much larger than I think they thought it was going to be. And obviously the project has taken significantly longer than anyone wanted. So, crazy enough, they're still making progress. I mean, just a few weeks ago, they did a big dev stream and showed off Monk gameplay for a long time. And I'm watching that Monk gameplay and I'm like, please finish your game because I want to play. Like, it looks great. It looks good. It's just not there yet. So, yeah, Ashes of Creation looks pretty cool. That's another one that looks like it could be good. I have high hopes for Ashes of Creation. I hope that it's good. The Ashes of Creation is doing a lot of things that are very, I don't want to say risky, but they're trying a lot of things in Ashes of Creation, and I don't know if all of them are going to work as well as they're hoping. I think that's the best way I can say it. They've got a lot of big ideas in Ashes of Creation, and I just don't know if all of them are going to work as well as they tout that they are. A lot of new mechanics are being tried in that game. So we'll kind of have to all see together if it's going to... Ambitious. It's very, very ambitious. And that might be great. That might work and be awesome. But there's also a chance it's going to not work at all. There's also a chance it's not going to work at all. So it's going to be interesting. I am here for it, though. Regardless of what happens, I'm here for it. I'm going to try it. But I think it's certainly incredibly ambitious. So we're all going to see together how it works. All right, where are we going to put these? Pop these somewhere. Here could be good. Oh, can I not do it at an angle? Oh, I can't. That's a bummer. Okay. Change of plans. Gotta dry out my kind bud. All right, we got what? 2 more of these? Okay. Fantastic. All right, what else do we need to clear out? We got to clear... We got a whole stack there, which is great. Let's go ahead and put the extras down here. We're doing okay on rocks. We can put those in rocks. We got some mangoes to eat. Let's eat those. Bring those with us. Oh, hold R to rotate them on your own. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, cool. I forgot we can do manual rotation. That's right. Let's go ahead and drop this for now. We gotta put the seeds back. Definitely want to keep all the bananas. Bananas trees are awesome. Banana trees are just the business. Do a potato harvest real quick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love me some banana trees. Probably the best tree, actually. Did I finish the main Raft story? I did. We finished it yesterday. You can catch up on YouTube if you want to check the VODs. Okay. We're good. Let's fill that up. Battery is full. Ada. Boom. Beautiful. Leave the battery there for now. Having done the previous playthrough of Raft and this one now, do you think the storyline makes a big difference in the game? Oh, absolutely. I think the storyline in this game is a lot of fun. I think it really adds to everything the game is. I think it's very well done. I really enjoyed it. Yes. And I'm incredibly glad we decided to revisit it because it was just a blast the whole time. I'm kind of sad there isn't more stuff to do But I mean, that's a good thing, right? Like I really wanted to get some cooking pots that were electric. That would have been great. Hey, maybe they're gonna keep adding more stuff, right? Who knows? Who knows?